People are the most difficult thing in the world to change. I do not know everything, still many things I understand. Life is too short when you think of the length of death. Imagination is the highest form of research. When we fail, our pride supports us, and when we succeed, it betrays us. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. May my heart be kind, my mind fierce, and my spirit brave. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment. When you are ignorant of the enemy, but know yourself, your chances of winning or losing are equal. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. We need to be fit and ready for anything that might come our way. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. I'm glad I see with my eyes, and not the pages I've read. Only courageous hearts can endure the bitterness of truth. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Lower your expectations, but never lower your standards. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. The butterfly counts not months but moments and has time enough. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are. In the cherry blossom shade, there's no such thing as a stranger. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. It is more important to be of pure intention than of perfect action. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. If you can feel the future, then you are about to experience it. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. Things don't happen for no reason. They happen to teach you something. Life provides chances to open your heart all the time. To realize the truth, you have to cross the boundaries of all religions and prophets. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. Small circle, private life, and peaceful mind. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you wish to be out front, then act as if you were behind. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. It is said we learn more from our failures than our successes. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. The desire to reach for the stars is ambitious. The desire to reach hearts is wise. Do not wait for the last judgment. It comes every day. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional. Do not use life to give life to death. Do not use death to bring death to life. I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. You can jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail the revolution. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear. Then he will be amenable to your will. Don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of the friends who flatter you. All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought. When I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. If I had it all to do again, there would be more bodies. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. I believe in spectacles, but I think eyes necessary too. Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go of the time. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Some things you hear with your ears, others you hear with your heart. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. If you believe you can, you might. If you know you can, you will. You can change your mind. Don't let your mind change you. The consequences of every act are included in the act itself. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to live at all. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. In the midst of darkness, he alone sees the dawn. In the midst of the soundless, he alone hears harmony. A traitor's just a patriot on the wrong side of winning. Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. You never know who you're inspiring or uninspiring. People notice more than you think. Education is not the learning of facts. It's rather the training of the mind to think. People wealth consists upon their freedom, individual resources, and good social life. Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. It does not matter how long you live, but how well you do it. Do no harm, and leave the world a better place than you found it. But every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. The truth doesn't cost anything, but a lie could cost you everything. Respect is earned. Honesty is appreciated. Trust is gained. Loyalty is returned. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. Worst days give lessons. And best days give memories. Accept our own thoughts. There is nothing absolutely in our power.